Let's take a look at the healing results of this rose that I stipple shaded on human skin. This rose that I stipple shaded is about roughly 1 year and 3 months old. We're about hitting that mark. This tattoo was applied July 26, 2023. It is October 18th, 2024. So it's been well over a year now since I've applied this tattoo right here. On this day that I was removing the Sanoderm, this was when the tattoo was freshly done. This was on July 26, 2023. I typically leave my Sanoderm on for about 2 days or so I can anticipate that this tattoo was done around July 24th, give or take a day. So in this time frame, regardless, it's been a year plus. I would say that at this phase in the healing process, it is still definitely fresh. It has redness going on and still a bit tender to the touch as well. So this is still 110% fresh in my book. So as a fresh tattoo, what I'm paying attention to is the saturation levels. I'm paying attention to the shading transition, the smoothness of the shading. I'm also paying attention to the shading placements, the textures as well. I'm also paying attention to the negative spaces as well, where my regular skin tone is showing up through. I'm taking a mental note so that way I can see if there's any drifts within the design as it heals. Let's fast forward a couple of months and take a look at the healing results. Here is September the same year, 2023, and this is what the tattoo looks like after a couple of months healed. You can see that the textures are still holding up, the saturation is still there, the placements are still there, the transitions are still nice, and my negative tones of my own skin are still showing up through right there in the middle of the rose petal, as you see. So even 2 months later, all in all, I feel like everything is healing nicely. We can see that it's been long enough for some hair to grow through. Well, all in all, the tattoo is healing wonderfully 2 months later. I feel like these are good results for a stipple shaded tattoo. There's also no immediate signs of any sort of trauma or areas that were overworked. I did go over some of these areas quite a bit to get them to where I want them. You know, I really did layer up some areas. I do have the full real-time video available on my YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and card it up here for you at some point in this video, and I'll leave it in the description down below. That's a close-up view. When I zoom out, this is what the entire rose reads like 2 months later. In my opinion, I really like the way that this reads. It reads nicely, it reads cleanly. I'm happy with the saturations, the shading placements, as well as the shading transitions and textures. I'm very curious on how much it's going to lighten up over the course of a year. So let's fast forward till today, which is October 18th, 2024, and this is what I have here. You can see that the integrity in terms of my negative skin showing up is still there. Nothing really changed or drifted too much. It didn't bleed either. I would say that it did lighten up just a little bit. However, the saturation integrity is still there. The textural integrity of the rose is still there. My shading transitions are still smooth, and the placement are still there as well. I think the only thing that happened is that over the year it lightened up just a little bit, but other than that, you can see the overall integrity of the design is still there. At this point, it's been well over a year now in terms of healing. Hair has fully grown through, skin has grown over, but you're going to see that the skin doesn't have any sort of raised healing, any sort of adversities, any sort of unwanted textures or unwanted trauma to the skin. Everything looks to be nice, clean, and smooth. When I run my fingers over the design, I do not feel any sort of textures or anything. I can't tell that that tattoo is there. I feel like it's very important to note that some of these layers, if I remember correctly, I went over them around 6, 8, maybe even 10 times. So at that point, we would assume that I've done trauma to the skin, I've overworked it, but that's not always the case. It's going to be depending on the artist and their technical application and how they work with their needles. If my technical application was incorrect, I'm sure a year plus by now, we would have definitely seen those adversities show up, in which we don't. Everything appears to be nice, clean, smooth, consistent, just the way that I would want my tattoos to heal. The only adversity that I noticed throughout this year of healing is that the rose got a little bit lighter over time. Granted, if I wanted more saturation, I could always go back and do touch-ups. However, in terms of saturation, I feel like it did hold its integrity. A lot of that came from the technical application. So if we find our stipple shading getting very, very light, like abnormally light, then it could be our technical application, and we may want to revisit the basics with stipple shading. Here's a side-by-side comparison from the tattoo fresh, which is on the top, and then 1 year plus healed at the bottom. You can see the difference right here. The top is obviously more saturated than the bottom. However, in terms of integrity and details and transition shades and all of that, I do feel like all of that stayed and captured well. Another thing that I noticed about a stipple shaded tattoo is that the ink bleeding after it's healed didn't bleed as much as it would be if it were lining, for example. You can see that over the course of this year and 3 months that it still held its integrity, a lot of the structure is still there, and the ink hardly drifted from its original spot that I applied it to. I think that's why I tend to navigate to stipple shading versus most styles of shading, because I could be really accurate with my deposits. I do like the healing results, and it tends to be non-invasive on the skin, meaning it's probably one of the easiest tattoos that can heal, and it heals in the shortest amount of time if it's applied correctly. That's also going to be personal preference, to each their own. But this right here is what my rose healed like after a year plus of healing using the technique of stipple shading. I feel like this would be a great place to conclude this video. However, should you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'm going to do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you all. I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. You have a great day. Are you wanting to develop your tattooing skill sets? Now you can practice and develop anytime, any place with an assortment of tattooing workbooks that I've created. With these assorted tattooing workbooks, we can practice our basic lining all the way to advanced lining. We can practice shading, shading placement, dot work, textures, and more. All we are gonna need is a tattoo workbook of mine. We can use a pencil, pen. We can even use a tattoo machine with a ballpoint cartridge to develop our tattooing abilities further. That means that we don't need tattoo ink, we don't need napkins or petroleum jelly to get to practicing. Simply open one of my tattooing workbooks and get going. It really is that easy. You can get your hands on one of my developmental tattooing assorted workbooks by simply clicking the links in my description or in the pinned comment section below, or navigating on over to Amazon.com, typing in Daniel Yuck, and you'll see all of the assorted tattoo workbooks that I've created come up. If you have an Amazon account, be sure to follow my Amazon author page as well, as I would greatly appreciate your support. Should you have any questions at all, drop them in the comment section down below. I will do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. With that being said, let's get right back into this video.